This is a requested video. A friend of mine, actually I've heard from two friends of mine. One said, Sheila, you always only talk about good things and you never talk about any of the challenges that you're facing and how hard things are. And another friend actually said, Sheila, you haven't shared your journey. And I'm just like, really? I gotta share my journey now. I gotta tell you how I got here? Okay, well maybe. I'm not really one of those people who opens up to people. I don't really know a lot of the people who are watching necessarily, but this particular video is in response to a suggestion that a friend of mine gave me. Literally, we were on the phone having a conversation and this friend said, and we were talking about the holidays and how hard it is to make sure that you're eating in a healthy manner when you've got all these parties, all these get-togethers, and I've actually done something else on this. I feel like I'm constantly talking about this. But he said, Sheila, it is impossible not to cheat. So that's what this video is about. It is impossible not to cheat. And so I wanted to sort of talk about just 3 things because this friend was right. You know, it really is impossible not to cheat. So even if you're a competitor, even if you're doing your best, every once in a while people have a cheat day. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes it's just a point where you need to get back and say, hey, I'm just relaxing and enjoying the food and fellowship. 3 things that I wanted to talk about. So yes, it is impossible. So go ahead and acknowledge that you're going to take some time sometimes to enjoy the party, to enjoy the luncheon, to enjoy the food and the people that you're around. Okay, so let's just say that. If it's impossible, then what do we do with that? And one thing is plan to cheat, okay? And so if we know we have a party that we're gonna go to in the evening, then we have a lighter breakfast, right? We have a lighter lunch. Maybe we plan the next day and the next day and the next day to do an extra 15 minutes of cardio and we watch what we eat just a little bit more, right? So we plan to cheat. The next thing is that we plan how we make that up, right? We know that after the cheat meal, we aren't going to continue to have cheat meals, right? So the next day is a new day and it's a new opportunity for us to get back on track. The last thing I want to say is, so that's tip number 2. Tip number 3, like we are so not going to beat ourselves up about this, right? So number 1, in terms of ourselves, like we aren't going to hold ourselves to some ridiculous standard that we know we can't meet. Like, oh, during the holiday season, I am never, ever, ever going to have any dessert. I mean, you can do that, but you know, do you really want to live a life of deprivation? I don't know. I know I don't want to do that. Let's put it that way. And you don't have to. There's nothing wrong with having a slice of cake, with having a cookie, with having a glass of wine, or some great cocktail that somebody put together for a party that you're going to. So whatever it is you want to do, don't beat yourself up about it. Instead, enjoy it. Savor the moment. The holidays only come once a year, so you might as well enjoy, right? So those are the 3 tips. Remember, it is impossible to cheat. So we just plan how we're gonna cheat, we plan how we're gonna make it up, and we don't beat ourselves up about it. So enjoy your holidays.